Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. Right on my hands is Space Ghost #1. It's written by David Pepose, Jonathan Lau is the artist, Andrew Dalhouse the colorist, Taylor Esposito is the letter. Alright, so for those who have been paying attention to GPTV, or even our site, you'll know I am a Space Ghost fan. I grew up watching the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Loved it. I think it was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. But the thing is like, I couldn't tell you anything about it. I could tell you some of the villains. I could obviously tell you Jace, Jan, Blip, and Space Ghost, but like Space Ghost's background, Jan and Jace's background, Blip's background, like none of that. And honestly, I don't think any of that was really ever explained in the cartoon. You just kind of like went with it. They flew around. They stopped bad guys. They could go invisible. They could shoot lasers. Like, it's about what you needed to know. Space Superman is kind of the way I always looked at it. But I liked it. Loved it. Actually loved it as a kid. It was one of the cartoons I always looked forward to. So with this comic coming out, written by David Pepose, super excited about it because I love David's writing. David's a great guy. I also wanted to see like what he would do for Space Ghost. Answer is awesome. Did awesome. It's fantastic. It's really, really good. It's definitely a bit grittier than the cartoon. But it opens up with Jace, Jan, and Blip. They're on a space station or space colony, whatever you want to call it. They're getting attacked by pirates who want something that Jace and Jan have. And out of nowhere comes Space Ghost to like save the day. It's kind of Batman-ish in many ways, but I really like it. It's fleshing out, I think, the history we didn't really know. We get a better sense of Jace, Jan, who they are. We get a better sense of Blip, and then the relationship of how these two kids wound up with Space Ghost. Because without that background, it's kind of creepy. But I mean, it's Space Batman. It's straight up Space Batman. It's not necessarily a bad thing, and I think it's further than just the relationship of this superhero with these two kids. Is the way Space Ghost is kind of presented. Is he myth? Is he real? Who is he? How he kind of moves around on the pages, where he's like in one spot, kind of shows up in another. It's like very Batman-ish. Again, this is not a bad thing. Really superhero-ish in general. I mean, we've seen the behavior of Daredevil, Batman, a whole bunch of different, but very Batman-ish, let's be honest. But it works. It works so well. In many ways, this debut issue kind of grounds him. Like, this is a character that you think of flying through the cosmos, and here he is, running around this space station, space colony, whatever, fighting bad guys. And of course, there's some great like nods to classic villains of Space Ghost, for those who might know. And just overall, like, it's good. It's really freaking good. I mean, this is, it just lays the groundwork, adds depth, everything. Like, there's no notes. It's fantastic art, solid writing, all of it. It's just really, really, really good. As I said, the art is really cool. I love how things are like presented. I mean, that's just such a cool panel. Everything I think is just done well, like really, really, really well. It's the story itself is just this great blend of superhero, kind of adopting your kids or having to protect some kids and coming out of nowhere and man, myth, whatever. Just does all kind of like tropes and things we've seen before in the genre and just does it well. Loving it, absolutely loving it. I mean, between this and Thundercats, like Dynamite's just doing a great job of all these like classic properties, bringing it back. Very exciting and awesome to see. Check it out if you have it. I highly recommend the comic. Like, you don't need to know anything about Space Ghost to get into it. It's just good. Out now in shops. We got a link. Put in your zip code. Tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We got some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so to get a small percentage. And by doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you. And just watching our videos support us as always. So thank you for that. If you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.